Uh-oh. My little dude's gone. Give it a sec. Or a minute. Hey, there we go. All right. Problem A solved. Next. Needs to make the monies. Cool beans. Making money. Probably want a link. Links are cool. Facebook. That one. Did you know the cookies collect your data? Yeah, that's kind of how they work. Thanks for telling me, ad blocker. That one's done. Hey, Neo Man. Discord somewhere around here. Why is my Discord so high? We got a new member to our Discord named Heretic. It was just like the first thing he posted. I'm like, we've been talking for a minute. I was thinking that with that Playmates Morpher. Got a Playmates Morpher sent to us. Eventually, I gotta get with Arnez, do some Hammer videos, maybe Thursday. Hey, speaking of, and they announced that they're making Playmates Godzilla crossover with Power Rangers, and they come with Power Coins, which I'm excited. I'm wondering if they'll fit in my actual Morpher, like my Legacy, or even just the Lightning Collection, like Master Morpher. Because I put the Godzilla coin with the Master Morpher, and perfect. Well, anyways, swap over to live. You can see my ugly mug. Hey! Like I mentioned, I'm going to work on the Zillas for a little bit, I think. Which, I got to get the 3D print pen up. I'm now realizing that might be a problem. Maybe, anyways. Where's my print pen? Speaking of. See the filament up here. Things are falling. Oh, maybe. It's still attached. Cool. We're good. We're golden. But my hope is it'll work with that. If not, we might not. I could just buy a Morpher. It's not a big deal. We're hammering that Morpher one way or the other. Like I said, hopefully to do it this week sometime. I think it's going to be my guess. You guys can stare at me for a second while I try to figure things out. I don't think I'm going to need the Dremel anytime soon. Plug that in. Anyways, how's everybody doing this evening? That looks pretty good. Yeah, that's why I'm like, I don't know how this, like, the pictures don't really give me a good size. My hope is it's just like one generic size. I actually, now that you mentioned, I should grab that Morpher that you did send and see what that actually fits in. It is the pinkest. That's a she. Thank you very much. How dare you assume? The problem is like every time I have on camera, like this is probably the most accurate looking of the color. It's a little more pink in hand, but that's pretty close. But I do want to figure out the eyelashes today too. Is my hope. I plugged this in. I was like, yeah, okay, this will be warming up, and I don't even have it actually plugged in. Because when I dremelled these, I think I did too good of a job. I took out too much material. So I'm going to try to just insert a little bit of a filament in here, pop it in, and see if that'll do the trick. Giving a little bit of like a better bond. Because it worked pretty good for Orga, so I'm gonna assume it's probably gonna sort of do the thing here. Maybe go a little higher. Hope you guys don't mind getting motion sick watching the camera. Oh, but I'm excited. 2000 showed up, so that's sweet. Hey, Andrew. I haven't forgot about you either. I still gotta get the printer inside so I can start working on those files. Might be a tomorrow thing because Jessica's off. Because the other thing I gotta make is I gotta make a new seal for my window because my old seal that I had was meant for the window that open, not slide. So I gotta make something. I should have enough wood / cardboard around here to make a jerry rig seal. How strong are the it'd be too thick with this guy. I would think it'd probably be better just to paint. If I was gonna do veins, just paint them on. Oh, no worries, man. Yeah, this would be like it's gonna come out about this thick in the strands. It's like a little thinner than this, so it's decently. It's got some heft to it. All right, so we're gonna just kind of fill this in with plastic. Well, it's molten hot. Let's go. I went a little too hard. Oh, that stuck pretty well, though. All right, we got something here. Okay, don't go as hard as I just did. Make a little circle around it, I think. Would be my best bet. Then insert that in. Good to give it a second. But that stayed pretty well. Go in, a little bit on the top, a little bit around. Then on a high note, mid socket. On a sad note, still not a very tight fit. It just stays on a little better now. So next, call it a feature. Yeah, it's kind of the goal I was going with these guys. I'm gonna do something a little stronger than that one. Oops. Too much pressure on that part. Jeez. Stuck so well. Don't understand. Good times. Okay, well, we'll come back to that one. I'm gonna keep kind of fudging around with this side until I get something I like. Okay. I'm not gonna put any on the inside. I'm just gonna go around. Just try to make that socket bigger. Okay, I think we got something there. Can you make it like the old the scorpion alien where he just like his limbs explode? So he was meant to be kind of fragile a little bit. A little bit of heat in the inside. Squishing in decently. Hmm. Well, I got to stay on better. But it's like anytime you go to move it, it just wants to pop back out. I make a little bit more of a top for it. So the joint's got a little bit more of a seal. Well, we'll let that harden for a minute. Back to this guy that I'm having problems with. Actually, well, now we did that, we could probably just do the same thing for this side. Build up the top a little better. Insert that over the joint. Getting there. All right, see you. You haven't seen zombie movie, Steve? Sure, you do have a point. It's working. It's not. No, the one side was working. Why is there still so much room? Get the one to fit on so well. Okay, need to rebuild that. Still trying to figure out how this one just went in so well. Oh, there we go. My joint popped out. That's fine. Where'd the foot go? Did it fall on my jammas? Nope. You hear fall on the floor. Ah, because it did. Okay, yank you off. We're going to kind of do how I did the other side. I'm going to build up around it first. And then I can shove all the filament inside the leg to kind of thicken it up. Okay, got a good seal there. Repeat process. Let that sit for a sec. Problem is, I find a good spot and then I like instantly move away from it. That's why it's like it's so hard for me to record these things. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Now we're gonna do a little bit of this in the hole. Oh, I hear friction. Friction's good. Giggity. Okay, leave that for a second. We're gonna reattach these pieces. Oh, that's what I didn't do. I didn't epoxy the knee closed. That's something I forgot to do. I'll have to do that today. So man, it's like, how did I get this thing in the hole? I'm like, oh, because I didn't. I still have to hide this thing a little bit. Okay. Where the foot went? As I say, I didn't think I glued the foot in. That's because I didn't. Foot just popped in. It stands! Success! The problem is the joint sticks out just a little bit. His legs stick out a little farther than I wanted. Which is probably alright. We just hide it with some epoxy putty and call it a day. I think is where my life is right now with this guy. Yep, he's got movement. He's got some friction there. I think I'm just gonna like when I go upstairs, I'm just gonna put a little bit of epoxy down here and then up here to cover the joint slash filament a little better. Call it a day on that. So I won't be able to paint him tonight, which sucks. But I also gotta figure out why his jaw isn't getting too tight. Oh, sorry. I know why his jaw's not getting tight. Epoxy that. So this is probably gonna be the fun part. Ugh. I'm gonna use a little bit of this and just Question my life while it's off. Gotta wait a sec. Flush flaps to cover the gaps. Oh, what if I can use this flush flaps though? Yeah, give me a sec. We got a box. I can figure something out. Let me try to see if I can get this jaw to be a little bit more of a tighter fit. While that's hot. Okay, we still got some room. I think the problem, well, two problems. One, trying to do this, I just popped the epoxy putty off, so we're just going to glue it back on real quick. Little dab of glue. Slide that back on. Then trying to see, because you'll see where the jaw is, there's like a little gap right in there. Where I need to fill is like right here. We got somewhere. I think I need the extruder going a lot slower though. Okay, maybe not that slow. Too much too high. We try again. The problem is, I'm having a little problem is that where I want it to close, it's like going into the joint. Maybe if I just shoot it straight like this. Just thinking about it too hard. Still gonna be a little thin. Okay, I think that's just gonna be an epoxy putty job. Just got the epoxy inside the mouth a little bit just to make it more of a tight fit. Plus, I'll help to seal this back in. So, all right. So, we got a little bit of boxing to do upstairs, so we'll worry about that. Then we can unplug you so I don't burn myself. Okay. So, next for you, we were trying to figure out doing some lashes. Wondering. Oh, actually, I think I got some black warbler hanging around somewhere. Is it up there? Black warbler might actually do the trick. Just a sec. I'm gonna swap you guys over here while I go check my corner. Back here. So one idea that we had was just use some of tool guard. Let's check. Well, one we were gonna try to find a little something to work with skin flat for Zilla. I got a dimetrodon fin. Just I enough. I got remnants of a green vinyl Godzilla vinyl. Texture would probably look a little off, eh? And I was kind of looking at like the thigh muscle there. Possibly doing some of that. I'll set that aside for now. Dragon dude, you're too hard. You're too hard. Probably not. Oh, that's why. It's like, why do I have a beam just hanging out here? Like, oh, it's got a gash in it. But anyway. It's always fun kind of looking through this box. Like, I got like a random Dean Ambrose hanging out down here. Cover with a King Kong head. That work for anybody? Oh, I need to refresh the chat. It's not quite catching up though. The problem is everything I see that would like kind of work is like solid figure. So I'd have to like shave. tips off of these guys. The problem is the skin texturing wouldn't quite match. Yeah. That's a maybe. Oh, you pull up. Yeah. You know what would probably cover? We just give him a cape. It's a giant fur cape. Makes him look a little more homeless, you know? Oh. To be honest, I'm still not 100%. Actually, I know we talked about doing one thing. Hold on a sec. Let me swap that over real quick. I gotta see if I got one in the drawer that I don't mind sacrificing. Okay, I'm back. Now, I don't have like a since I don't use them anymore. I do have something like this. I was looking through. Could maybe make it look like it's just like it's broken. It's just kind of like sticking out of them. to cover the one side, at least. Like he's got like a piece of building just kind of like hooked onto the side of him. Okay, that would work. It's a little too metal looking. Tell me how I want this. You can problem if I want to. Actually, before I really cut into this, I should think about how I want to do that. Sure, why I keep grabbing it. Oh, so close. If I angle that. Angle that better. Kind of like that. Oh, here's where I need the actual Dremel. Well, to be fair, it's already like that worthless anyways because I broke it off the stand for the game purposes. And it doesn't technically scale with anything, so I don't mind. Like if it's getting used for something, at least it's getting used. We're just trying to figure out the best way to put it on, have it going through them. Because the pointy bit would be kind of nice to be like sticking out, I think. No problem. It just looked like he has a penis. If I did do that. Oh, I got a little again. What to do? My thought is like having it look like it's like jetting in. Well, I guess I could probably have it like it looks like it's going on one leg and like out the other. Would probably be fine. So like this bit would be like sticking out his leg down here, and then the building would just be kind of covering up the back part. I'm down for that. Grabbing the wrong pieces. Too bulky? Alright. Why isn't that going in? Ah, because I'm dumb. That's why it's not going. It's like I said, it wouldn't be using the whole building. It would just be like enough of this to just kind of like it would show and cover the gap, and then maybe just put some stuff in it to make it look more building-y. And then pretty much just the pointed tip would be here. So it'd be like that much of the building probably showing on the one side or sticking out. Like maybe like 2 panel lines worth. And then part of this and the tip on the shooting side. Okay, well, that's fine. Rude. I was trying to find. I know I got like that little Playmates building, but I don't know where it's at. You know, like that Playmates like like radio antenna. Well, that's a smooth cut over top. Probably is just going to be raised a little bit. It's just going to look kind of fleshy. Yeah, I don't really got too much like good parts left. I was gonna say, I thought I still had like parts of a Mecha Godzilla. Wait a minute. Oh, where is it? All right, well, I'll start digging out the bones. I actually have an idea. If I can find it. I think it's in this tub. The problem is, if it's in the tub, it's gonna be at the bottom. So I do have this left over. What is the spear part of it? That's a missile to somebody. Here's the spear portion. You have like a heat vehicle sticking out of it. Oh yeah, there's that. It's part of that bone. We can give him a gun. the thumbtack? I actually need this. Get over here. Yeah. Because he's a zombie, needs a shotgun. Problem is, this is way too big. For my brain, for some odd reason, I was thinking it was smaller. So I was thinking, like, it could almost just be, like, going through. Like, you got skewered at one point. Problem is, I had to do, like, I have to, like, so much work I would have to do on this thing to make it look good, though. But the bomb spear bit. Problem is, I don't have too many, like, spare, like, little cars or anything. Like, I have some, like, micro machine little vehicles. But I tend to use those for, like, some toy photography and such. Oh, a little armor plate. Okay, so bone protruding. Oh, does that have to make sense, be something like that? Where's this guy's hips? There's the hip bone. Yeah, sadly, I don't know if I have a kitchen sink hanging around. Don't break at me. There we go. Man, that would almost do it. You got that giant joint hanging out right there. You know, that being said, if I just took this piece. That's around this joint. Did something like that. It'd be good enough to cover that. And for some odd reason, I was thinking I used the hips for when I did the shoulder piece, but I in fact did not. Okay, so I'll probably have to do like a little epoxy and still just to make that make sense. But That'll work. Oh, that is way too high. I angle that down a little better. He, he, he. There we go. I just got done eating dinner not too long ago. Had some grilled cheeses, and they were delicious. Sourdough bread. Okay, well, at least I had that. I'm gonna have to make some skin to go over top of that. That looks pretty good. Should I do anything? Oh, I was gonna say he left. I was like, should I do anything with this? Because I do have this extra missile that I have no idea what it goes to. I think would be kind of cool to do something with. Hmm. Almost kind of like it's going. Because I know we talked about doing something going through the tail. I'm trying to think because we kind of did. This side's got a lot of damage on it, so I thought it'd be nice to have something maybe through the tail. On the other side, anyways. Although it kind of would make a little more sense to be up higher because you think if they were shooting at it, it would be somewhere up top. Maybe like there. Like maybe like it's like a torpedo that hit them and just kind of got stuck. Maybe in his leg. trying to think of what I could use to make a propeller. I could use that piece right there. Okay. Oh god, this is a bit harder than the other sections. So like that, and ideally, through this piece here. Then this could be on the one side, and then this piece would be kind of jutting out the other side. Oh, this is so thick. Doesn't help this blade's a bit dull too, to say the least. There, got both of those. I'm just gonna have to carve out a little section on each side. Do the trick. Who's this guy? I should put a respirator on. I'm gonna be honest. So the other thing using this thing to make the gouge is when you carve into it, it makes it look way more like actual skinny skin. That made a really good divot for me to glue in, like almost perfect. Hey yo, I started doing something without your permission. Don't mind me. I just thought it'd be cool. His leg needed something on this side. It's too clean. God, this needs a gluing faster. We're talking about damage, and I thought because in the movie they shot torpedoes at him and stuff, so I thought it'd be kind of cool to make it look like there's a torpedo sticking out of his leg. That being said, it is taking forever to cure. So there's the one side. Then I figured this you're coming out there. I need to cut that way more of that off. That was my brain. It was gonna be a lot smaller. Ugh. Man, this blade is the dullest thing in the world. What did you? Hey, Georgia. Yeah, I almost got what I wanted. Oh, just the one side's good? So just kind of like that? But no, I'm committed. Ugh. Yeah, because it'd look like something like that if I finished it. Fine, I'll just leave the one piece of gore in his leg. Yeah, zombie Zilla looking nice and creepy. I almost think he needs like one more thing on this side. The one thing is he's kind of heavy on damage on this side. Which is why I wanted to do the leg, because I felt like the leg was missing something. But this side he's a bit clean. Outside of pretty much the skeleton hand, the legs, and the jaw. Like Mortal Kombat. Exactly. Yeah, a few patches of just like damaged skin. You and me both, Georgina. My work was like freaking time consuming as balls today. Wasn't fun. I just kind of wish I had more ribs to come out the side there. These would probably be too tiny though. Really make that look good. Currently, I'd say I'm pretty happy with that. Well, I will say we're gonna have to probably try to end this stream sometime in the near future. So I really want to try to get Those eyelashes figured out real quick. Now I can work on because I can go upstairs, do my little bit of epoxy putty, and then hopefully work on painting them a little bit tomorrow. Because one thought was just taking some glue, gluing these down, and then just cutting it to size. She looks like a photo. Thankfully, we haven't had to worry about that with Servo. I'm trying to figure out the best way if I did want to glue these on. Probably be applying a little bit of glue under the eyebrow and then attaching that. Oh, I got to pick. The hard part is like if I paint them on, they're going to be like you want. This is going to look like eyebrows. So I want like a little something poking. What I really like is them to be like literally on the like the eye brim here, and then it just like sticks out just a little bit. My thought is to add a little bit of glue there, like rest this right against it, and then use the accelerant, whatever sticks, and then just cut it and see how it goes. Need something to add some glue to that I don't care. Got my random Alita Battle Angel box hanging out in my tub. Ooh, that's gonna be a big one. So that rest these on here. Just give them a second. Not as many of them adhered as I'd like to. We can solve that problem. Kind of just doing the trick like I did for the Krite, except we're doing it with paintbrush instead of a hair. You know, I went through all this trouble. I don't know if I got a pair of scissors sitting next to me. Where did they come from? Where did they go? All right. Back in 3 seconds. I think I got a pair of nippers hanging out the other one. Okay. Nippers are back. One Mississippi. Okay, so I'm gonna cut the decently big for right now. That's a jack diddly squat. So new game plan. Okay, we got a decent little bristle bundle there. Same burst, same as the first. A little bit of glue. And try to set this on there before it dries. Use a clean toothpick. So so funny enough, kind of worked. My fiance, my fingers about that eyelashes 100%. Oh, where's my phone? Oh, so you kind of get an idea. Stuff's been relisted on my eBay. Why is your head so shiny? It's kind of like that. So goofy. She is adorable. Now, if her eyes were painted well, it'd be so much better. Okay, well, that worked. So we're just going to keep going with that. We're going to try to get around the same thickness. Ah, might get a new brush. Could do a little cleaner than that, I think. Um, looks pretty close if I flip it. There we go. There. That's gonna be a little harder because I gotta use my offhand. Hey, it's your pick. You were the chosen one. Yeah, I don't know if that other Sekimo is good. Looks like I need like a little section. Kind of funny when you clip these together, it makes like a really tight knit bunch that can kind of work a little bit. Kind of just stay right. Okay, I think I need to add some glue and then do that. Yeah. That's got something it'll hook to when I sit it down. Okay, I want to do like everything but go where I want it to. Yeah, I might just have to redo that side. Thankfully, it doesn't take much to knock them off. So probably what I'll do is I'll probably hook them up with a little bit more glue once they're better applied. Hey, Cosmo. Next one. Yeah, this one's just not cutting off. I wanted to. Yeah, I think that time I kind of got the decent line. Oh no, no! Touch the finger a little too hard. There's a set of eyelashes. I need you to stop running away from me. Jeez, we're so good on the one side. It's just like the other. This side's just like, nah, I don't want to cooperate with you at all. It's such a shame too, because like this side's like so good. That's why I just gotta make sure it's like glued in a little better. Hmm. Just really need like one good strip. These were 3D printed. Well, this one's fully 3D printed. This was a failed 3D print that we have modified the ever living bejesus out of. Yeah, just can't seem to get a good strand. Maybe I need to like. Probably this is gonna feel weird, but maybe I need to glue it first and then cut. Do like a little strand of glue across, just so it already has like a base. Kind of like that, and then just keep applying. Okay, that hooked a little better. Now, take this along the eye. A little more. Okay, almost got it. Need that little section there. Attach to there. And just a little piece right out the front. It's like I'm so close to being good. It's just like I just need a good little strand just to hang on the front there. That's all I want. That's all I'm asking. Got a piece right here. It looks pretty good. I just need to go right there. Oh, I think I got it. I got it that time. You just stop twisting ever so slightly, Aubrey. I really appreciate it. Oh, right there. Start swearing at this thing. I think that's good. Some of this I can adjust after the fact. I just need to make sure it's going to stay and not flake off. And of course. One section decided it wanted to go to Jesus. Okay, so do I do. I'm just going to try to do the same trick again. A little bit of glue. Some accelerate. Problem is, I just snipped it, and then the section was just like, yeah, we're going to go flying. It's fine. Yeah, my dog is just having a town upstairs. This time, when I go to snip this, I'm going to put my finger above it so it doesn't just go flying. That worked beautifully. Okay. Okay, now we're going to take that piece of hair off. A little bit of glue there. It looks good. If I can get just a little bit more. Come on, you're so close. Just line up, please. Or just go flying off. That's cool too. This is like the frustrating parts of trying to do stuff. Need you to follow up my fingers. That's fine. Oh, there we go. Just need you to stay right there. And of course you didn't. Okay. Of course you didn't cure, so now just pushing you around. Oh, I think I got it. There's like so much excess glue here. Get the sand down. Ugh. Okay, I'm not going to use these because this is kind of pulling. I'm going to have to go at it with a little bit with a pair of scissors to clean it up. But she has lashes. Have to snip them a little bit just to make them look prettier, but they're on. Make it look a little prettier and then just make sure they're glued in. But I'm going to let them sit for a bit. Anyways, you can help us to beat those kaijus by hitting that like button. Subscribe, become a ranger today. I've also got Instagram, Patreon, TikTok, Facebook. Guys, I'll keep up the day with channel and donate. Greatly would appreciate it. If you guys would like to possibly get some commission work stuff done for yourself, best way to get a hold of me is either through the Etsy shop, which is down in the description. My personal Instagram works fine, but sometimes I'm a little slower responding to that one. Etsy kind of makes me respond quickly. Or the Discord. Discord's probably the best way to get a hold of me. Which you can find that through our Patreon. It's a good way to help support the channel. Also, if you guys are picking up collectibles, like my Godzilla 2000 just shipped from Entertainment Earth, another great way to help support us through that. I got a link in the description for that. Or if you're picking up high stuff, got a link in the description for Calcus, which I think the Silas just came out. So grab that if you guys need it. But anyways, let's see you guys next one. Bye-bye. Tomorrow will be the Legion. I actually have the video done. It's done, ready to go up, but I figure I'll stream today. I don't know if I'll stream tomorrow, so Legion will probably be up tomorrow. Worst case Thursday. If I stream tomorrow,